First at 4, a teenager is shot and killed inside her own home, and she's not the only one injured. We're tracking this investigation. Ben?
Huge switch from yesterday, Kim. It does not feel like August out there. How much longer is this going to last? Paula?
Hey, Ben, you've heard of Army Strong. How about College Strong? Uncle Sam is looking for recent college grads. No resume needed, no experience needed, no basic training needed, but they're going to start you off with a high-paying entry-level job. We've got your first look. All this and more happening right now on Local 4. First at 4.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Kimberly Gill, and today for Karen Drew. First at 4, a teenage girl is killed and her brother critically injured after shots are fired into a home on Detroit's east side. The drive-by shooting happened late last night at a home on Waltham Street near 8 Mile and Grosse Beck. A 14-year-old Jamisha McWilliams was killed in the shooting. She was inside the home when those shots were fired and was hit in the chest.
She's a sweetheart. She's silly, like to have fun, love to be with her family, love to be around her dad.
And the teen's brother, 17-year-old Jeffrey McWilliams, was also shot. He's expected to survive. Investigators believe the house was targeted and the shooting was not random. The shooters were seen driving away in a silver or green Ford Windstar. 75-year-old Detroit man is recovering after being shot during a robbery attempt. Happened this morning outside the man's home on Mark Twain near 8 Mile on the city's west side. The man says the gunman asked for cash, and when he didn't have any, the gunman opened fire. 75-year-old was shot in the hand. He is expected to be okay. A former Volkswagen executive is facing 7 years behind bars after pleading guilty for his role in the VW admissions scandal. Oliver Schmidt pleaded guilty this morning to charges that include violating the Clean Air Act. In exchange, prosecutors dropped a wire fraud charge that could have led to 20 years in prison. He could also face fines of up to $400,000 and will be deported after completing his sentence. Schmidt will be sentenced sometime in December. A longtime Detroit business will close its downtown location tomorrow. Henry the Hatter has been doing business on Broadway for 65 years. The company's president says it wasn't his choice to leave the location, but his landlord asked him to leave. Henry the Hatter store in Southfield remains open, and the company has a short list of possible new locations within the city. President Paul Wasserman tells Local 4 he's been overwhelmed by support from people in Detroit. The Detroit store is open until 6 p.m. tomorrow. Well, tomorrow could be a great day to walk around the city. After the heat and rain comes a bit of a cooler weekend. Ben Bailey is tracking some falling temperatures in his first forecast. Hi, Ben.
Hey, Kim. Yeah, it's going to be a lot more comfortable than what we've been used to, but you may not recognize it as early August, that's for sure. We get some whitecaps out in the river today with these strong winds. West-southwest at 23 right now at Metro. And not often this time of year in the afternoon we see Port Huron as the warmest spot, but that's the case as that cold front has come through. A lot of places already seeing falling temperatures. Ann Arbor at 65, Monroe at 66, and these numbers are going to continue down into the 50s for overnight lows, and a below normal weekend both Saturday and Sunday. Lucky 7s for highs both Saturday and Sunday. Mostly dry until we get to the end. That's when we'll see a few showers on Sunday, and we'll look at some heat in the upcoming week. That and your 7-day forecast is all ahead. Kim?
Okay, Ben. Today, Attorney General Jeff Sessions announced the Justice Department is ramping up its efforts to plug the leaks pouring out of the Trump administration. Jason Colthorpe is in the newsroom with the message the Attorney General sent to members of the media. Hi, Jason.
Hey, Kim. Today, Attorney General Sessions echoed the same message President Trump has shared before with the intelligence leaks coming out of Washington. But this time, the Attorney General pledging to prosecute those who leak classified information. Sessions says the number of investigations into leaks has tripled since the end of the Obama administration, although he did not provide a number, but did say 4 people have been charged. A senior intelligence official told NBC News there were dozens of current pending cases involving leaks. Sessions also said the Trump administration is now reviewing policies around how it subpoenas news media records.
One of the things we are doing is reviewing policies affecting media subpoenas. We respect the important role that the press plays and will give them respect, but it is not unlimited. They cannot place lives at risk with impunity. We must balance the press's role with protecting our national security and the lives of those who serve in the intelligence community, the armed forces, and all law-abiding Americans.
You can be certain that will not be the last you hear of that. Now, leaks out of Washington are nothing new. In fact, Kim, the Obama administration prosecuted more leak cases than any other in history. So something to keep in mind there.
Yeah, a little tidbit there. Okay, yeah. Jason, we'll see you at 5 o'clock. Thank you. President Trump, meanwhile, is leaving the White House today for what he calls a working vacation. It comes as the West Wing is also undergoing renovations. The president stopped at FEMA headquarters this morning for an update on the hurricane season. No doubt he's looking to turn the page after the Washington Post reported yesterday that special counsel Robert Mueller has impaneled a grand jury for the ongoing Russia investigation. Last night in Virginia, the president called the Russia story a total fabrication in front of thousands of cheering supporters. The president is celebrating the latest jobs report, taking credit and promising more good things to come. He tweeted this morning, quote, "Excellent jobs numbers just released, and I have only just begun. Many job-stifling regulations continue to fall. Movement back to the USA," end quote. Let's take a look at some of the numbers. You can see the U.S. economy added 209,000 jobs in the month of July. Unemployment is down to 4.3%, matching a 16-year low. And the 1.1 million jobs added since the president took office actually matches the number created during President Obama's last 6 months in office. The one dark spot, though, in the report, wages are only up about 2.5% from a year ago. The Federal Reserve would like to see that number up to 3.5%. And speaking of jobs, Uncle Sam is putting up the Help Wanted sign for positions like this right here in Metro Detroit, working on computers, working with heavy machinery. And the starting salaries are very, very attractive. The U.S. Army Tank Automotive Command in Warren is ready to hire. And our Paula Tutman is the first to tell you about these new opportunities. Hi, Paula.
Hi, Kimberly. I really want to show you this unit. I'm fascinated by it. So this is a brand new system that TACOM is working to get into the field and in the hands of soldiers by next year. This is the kind of stuff that they're working on here in Warren. And what I'm saying is that if you find these kinds of technologies really, really fascinating and exciting to work on, there's a great opportunity to work for the soldier as a civilian.
But it doesn't include the floor either.
In the 2 years since graduating from Oakland University, Mike Truitt is experiencing every slogan the military has to offer, including being all he can be, working not for self but for country, and being the few, the proud. Today, he is working on repair systems for the heavy armored vehicles that keep our service people safe.
And then we are going to remove the tray that the battery was in, and then we'll be able to drain the oil.
He's part of a recent grad apprenticeship program at TACOM in Warren.
This is a figure that is involved with the removal of a piece of equipment on the MTV called the cargo cage.
And TACOM is opening another class next Wednesday. Recent college grads with a 4-year, 2-year, or trade school degree can apply for 100 slots. So you're not just talking about a desk job. You're talking about really hands-on.
Right.
Involved in this stuff that's protecting our soldiers.
Right. Exactly.
Salaries start at $44,500. In 2 years, that salary can jump to $66,000. You'll serve your country in a way you never thought possible.
We're looking for folks with degrees with logistics, supply chain management, engineering, maybe technical school graduates. But as they go through their career, they progress. There are opportunities for them to move from different systems, different offices, have opportunities to travel, opportunities to actually be out there with the soldiers.
Would you have made this kind of money just coming back?
No.
Tina served in Afghanistan doing inventory reclamation work. While in the service, she got her bachelor's and master's, and she came out of the military and into this recent grad program.
You can't even put it in words.
She is fascinated to work on the other side of her military service, now as a civilian who gets to contribute to the very systems that kept her safe when she was in.
And then coming over here, it was so interesting because not only did I get to be like, oh, I'm still supporting the soldier, but you get to see all these people here who support the soldier and really enjoy it.
As you can see, Mike is getting his hands dirty in a variety of ways. And here's the really cool thing. They haven't even posted this yet. They don't post it until Wednesday. So I'm going to put all of the information on my Facebook page, Local 4 Paula Tutman, with some important instructions to track down this particular program, Kimberly. 100 recent college grads. Imagine starting at those salaries doing this kind of exciting work.
That's certainly good money, Paula. And let's just be clear. You don't have to have any military experience. No ROTC, nothing like that. They're just looking for a college degree.
Listen, you can be a great student working at Starbucks. They just want you. They want the right people. You go through an interview. You've got to have the right skill sets. But if you fit here.
That's fantastic. A great way to serve your country without having to enlist. Paula, we appreciate it so much. Still ahead, an American company that's been around for nearly 70 years is thinking about a name change. We'll tell you what's behind the idea. Also, while our weather is cooling down, other countries are suffering through dangerous heat. The story behind the so-called Lucifer heat wave. But first, we have some breaking news. Remember Martin Shkreli, who raised the price for one drug more than 5,000%? Well, today, a criminal verdict for the man nicknamed Pharma Bro. We'll be right back with those stories and more.
Coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
We're on Detroit's Far East Side. Take a look at what's on this tow truck. A good-looking new Impala, but something's missing. The engine. If you look over here, we're watching a raid go down right before our Local 4 cameras. Investigators looking for stolen cars and a chop shop right at this home on Griner. The investigation here unfolding with the Wayne County Stolen Car Task Force. Coming up, we're going to be speaking with Sheriff Napoleon about just how widespread this problem is and how they go after these stolen cars.
Okay, Sean. First at 4, we're on top of stories making headlines around the world and across America. We start with some breaking news. Former pharmaceutical CEO Martin Shkreli has been convicted on federal charges for deceiving investors. The man nicknamed Pharma Bro became notorious during a price gouging scandal when he raised the price for a life-saving drug by more than 5,000%. That was an AIDS drug. Today's verdict, though, is not connected to the pricing, but rather allegations uncovered later that he lied to investors and raided his drug company to pay them back. He remains free on bail, and Shkreli calls the case a witch hunt of epic proportions. A nationwide manhunt for these two men for murder in the city of Chicago. 42-year-old Wyndham Latham is a professor at Northwestern University. The other man works at Oxford University in England. They're wanted for stabbing a 26-year-old man. Chicago police say the crime scene inside the Chicago high-rise was gruesome. Police say the suspects actually went to Wisconsin to donate $1,000 to a library in the victim's name. They're not sure why. The State Department has flagged the men's passports. Police in Australia are releasing new information about a foiled terror plot where the goal was to blow up a plane. 2 men are facing charges. Investigators say one of them brought an improvised explosive to the Sydney airport last month, targeting an Etihad Airways flight. They say the explosive was in a suitcase he gave to his brother to bring on the plane, but he didn't know the bomb was inside. Police also say the plot was directed by ISIS. A heat wave is scorching several countries in Europe. Beaches are packed in Barcelona, where emergency heat protocols are in place, moving the elderly into buildings with air conditioning and providing bottled water to the needy. Temperatures are hitting triple digits in several countries, killing at least 2 people and sparking forest fires. In Italy, they've actually dubbed the heat wave Lucifer, and it's expected to continue. Back here at home, though, I stepped out today and it was just like a little breeze in the air, and it was like a hint, just a little hint of fall. And I said, no, it was that it's feeling summer kind of slip away a little bit. Not ready.
That was the warmest part of the day when you probably walked out too. We've been seeing those temperatures fall through the afternoon, and we've got a whole lot more of that crisp weather that is on the way for the weekend. 70s just holding on by their fingernails here on the east side. Low 70s, as a matter of fact, at Metro, City Airport, Mount Clemens, and Port Huron, as we said, is the warmest spot in the region. Look at how many places are already in the 60s. In fact, 63 at Howell. Jackson is down to 60. And we haven't even seen the sun go down just yet. On the west side of the state, there are some showers, and we'll take a look at that in a second. But the winds are definitely up, gusting to 30 miles an hour plus here at the airport and out towards Grosse Ile, and not much lighter in our northern sections this afternoon. As far as the showers go on the west side of the state, you can see them sort of rotating in. The radar just flared up there in the last couple minutes. So we are anticipating that some of this moisture is going to make it here in the form of a very light sprinkle in spots. Most of us should stay dry, but you can see the clouds are advancing ahead of those shower chances as we get into the second half of the day. Otherwise, We are going to start the weekend dry after any of those sprinkles show up tonight. We'll start to dry out. We'll clear the clouds out. So by the time we start out Saturday morning, it's going to be on the bright side of things. Plenty of sunshine takes us into the afternoon, and then the clouds start to increase. We've kept the forecast dry officially, but notice that there's going to be a few sprinkles, mainly down across northern Ohio. I wouldn't be surprised if some folks in our south zone see a quick sprinkle, but that should be about it. Most of us will be dry, not so much on Sunday, even though we begin the day that way. By the time we get into the afternoon, showers start advancing from the west, and we'll be seeing those at least scattered around for the second half of Sunday. Lows tonight, a little unseasonably cool. Usually we're in the low 60s, not so much tonight. We're going to be in the upper 50s here in our metro zone, and these are going to be our mildest numbers that we see. South zone temperatures, especially out in Lenawee County, mid 50s, slightly milder out here towards Monroe, but not by much. West zone temperatures anywhere from 53 in Chelsea to 57 in Canton. And in our north zone, holding a little bit milder by the water there in the upper 50s in Sanilac County, but further inland, those numbers drop to the mid 50s in Ortonville, Oxford, and Waterford by tomorrow morning. High temperatures not even going to get to 80. We'll call it 76, probably hit 77 by 5 or 6 o'clock, starting with plenty of sunshine and working more clouds in the second half of the day. Matching that temperature on Sunday, 77, and then numbers finally get back to 80 with Tuesday's high temperature. The warmest number we have is 83 on Thursday. And really the only chances of rain we've got are that late Sunday shower and then again on Monday. So most of the next 7 are dry and unseasonably cool, Kim.
Okay, Ben. In trending stories, one of the biggest names in retail is thinking about changing its name. We'll show you Dunkin' without the donuts. Up first, though, it's only August and we already have a holiday shipping battle. FedEx is fighting UPS and you could be the big winner. That's next.
Our client.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. In today's trending stories, some news for holiday shoppers as FedEx announces it will not charge customers extra fees for holiday shipping. UPS, though, has announced it will apply a 97-cent surcharge per package for 2-day air service between December 17th and December 23rd. It will also charge 27 cents per package for ground deliveries between November 19th and December 2nd. No surcharges from FedEx, but it will charge extra for oversized packages or any items that need special handling. So I'm not sure what oversized means, but just be aware of that.
Golf clubs.
Golf clubs would probably qualify. Okay, Dunkin' Donuts is one of the best known names in the restaurant world, but the company could be making a change. It's actually thinking about dropping the donuts from the company name. We actually had our art department to mock up a new logo. Why drop the donuts part, you ask? Well, the parent company wants Dunkin' to be known as a coffee destination, and it's already dropped the word donuts in some national advertising. The company will make a decision before next year when it starts redesigning its stores. And don't worry, the store will still sell donuts. They're just dropping it from the name. Are you a big coffee person or a donut person?
I like their coffee.
Do you really?
But it kind of reminds me when the Colonel went to KFC. It's like you're still selling fried chicken.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter
and that's what you're known for. Exactly. Whatever. All right, we'll see what happens with that. And there's a bizarre story surrounding a Matchbox 20 concert. This is the lead singer, Rob Thomas, here. The band was doing an outdoor concert in Tucson, Arizona last night when bees buzzed into the arena. Oh. These, of course, are not the real bees. But the concert was delayed for an hour as an exterminator and the fire department responded to the situation. The band finally went on after 9 p.m. once all the bees were cleared out.
Bee delay.
Yeah, bee delay is right. Okay, still ahead. Forget which came first, the chicken or the egg. A chicken in Colorado has done something that could set a new world record. We'll show you next.
It's a chance of a lifetime.
All right, next turn. Ready, go.
Learning to race in the pool with Olympic gold medalists.
So it really sort of inspired me.
Since they're like the best of the best, you really learn like what you can do to be like as good as they are.
These young swimmers with their own Olympic dreams had to earn their chance to swim with the elite swimmers. See who they helped for their chance to learn from the best tonight at 11.
Listen up.
All right, finally, first at 4, it looks like a chicken in Colorado just made history with a teeny tiny egg.
Yep, take a look. We're not talking about candy Easter egg. This is the real deal. It was laid by a hen in Boulder County, Colorado, and she says, I don't think the hen says this, but Somebody says the egg measures about 1.7 centimeters long, just over half an inch.
You don't know. Maybe they interviewed the hen and asked. Guinness has a record for the smallest bird egg, but the owner hopes to win a new category specifically for chickens. That was tiny. Looks like a little piece of gum.
Do you think she's proud or a little bit embarrassed?
I don't know. Maybe a little embarrassed. Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining us for First at 4. We're back in a half hour with Local 4 News at 5. Inside Edition is next.